Hey prepsters, welcome. So this video is on the theory of averages. So I hope every one of you know what average is, right? So it's nothing but the sum of all the total units divided by the n number of units. So let me show you the formula here. So what is average? Sum of the numbers divided by number of units. So let me explain it using an example. So let's say there is a class and there are 10 students and they score, let's say, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 and so on. Each one of them scores marks from 10 to, let's say, 30. So, and we need to find the average of the marks scored by the entire class. So in that case, what we do is we add up all the marks scored by each of the individual. So 10 plus 15 plus 20 and so on. And then we divide it by the total number of students in the class. So that is 10 in our case. So that gives us the average. So average is nothing but sum of numbers upon number of units, right? So this is the basic formula on averages. So now coming from your exam point of view, there will be a lot of questions asked where, let's say, a person is replaced or a person has left the group and you have to find the new average of, let's say, the age or things like that. So here are the standard formulas which will help you out in solving such questions in seconds. So the first tip on averages. So it goes like, if the value of each unit in a class is increased by some value x, then the average of the class also increases by x. For example, so let's say there are two students. Each of them scored, let's say, 20 and 30 marks. So the average of those is 20 plus 30 by 2, that is 25. Now let's say each of them has been given 5 more marks each. So that becomes 25 plus 35, right? So what is that? That becomes 60. So 60 by 2 is 30. So the initial average was 25 and now when I added 5 to each of the marks, my average also got added by 5. So that is it. If the value of each unit in a class is increased by some value x, then the average of the class also increases by x. Similarly, when it decreases, so when I reduce the marks by 5 each, for all the students, the average will also decrease by 5. So this trick can be simply used while solving questions wherein it is given that all the students' marks were increased by 5 marks each. So the average will also increase by the same number which is added to all their marks. Okay. So now coming to another very important tip on averages, which is, so you will definitely get questions in the exams like this, that a person leaves the group and another person joins the group and you need to find, you will be given the old average and the new average and you need to find the age of the new person. So let's say there is a group, one person leaves and another replacement guy comes into the group. So in the overall, shift, if the average age increases, and we already know the average new age and the old age, so that will already be given to us. So in that case, we can directly calculate the age of the new person. So the age of the new person would be nothing but age of the separated person plus increase in the average. So let's say the initial average was 20 and after the guy left and a new guy joined, the average increased by 2. So increase in the average is 2 into total number of persons. So total number of persons is anyways be the same. So there were, let's say, 10 persons, one left and one joined. So it is anyways 10 again. Similarly, if the average age decreases, so in such cases, the age of the new person will be age of the old person minus the decrease in the average into total number of persons. So here comes the two standard formulas. So we'll definitely solve question on using this while we start solving questions on averages, right? So another important tip on averages, which is when, let's say, a person joins the group, no one leaves the group, but one person joins the group. So let's say he joins the group and the average age is increased. So in such case, age of the new person will be the previous average plus increase in average due to the next new person joining the group times total members including the new member. So let's say initially there were 10 members. So now the members will be 11. Increase in the average, let's say the initial average of the age was 15, now it's 18. So increase in average will be 3 and the previous average which we already will be given. Similarly, when the average age is decreased, so the age of the new person will be the previous average minus the decrease in average after the new person joining times total number of members including the new member. For example, we took initially there were 10 persons in the group and now it's 11 because one person has joined the group. All right. So now coming to the average of, let's say, n consecutive natural numbers. So we already know that sum of first n natural numbers is n into n plus 1 by 2. But now when we need to find the average of them, what will we do using the formula of average? We'll divide it by the total number of terms, that is n, because we are finding the sum of first n natural numbers. So the sum of first n natural numbers is n into n plus 1 by 2 divided by n will be the average. So that is n plus 1 by 2. Similarly, I hope all of you remember the sum of square of first n natural numbers and cubes of first n natural numbers, right? So you just have to divide it by n to get the average. So here I have mentioned all such averages which can be used in your exam. So for example, average of consecutive odd numbers till n. So that is n into n plus 1 by 2. We have divided it by n to get the average. So that is n plus 1 by 2. First n odd consecutive natural number. So the sum is n cube. We have divided it by n. So the average becomes n square. Alright.